So beautiful. So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You gotta say a prayer.
We'll read from 1 Samuel 2, 9 and 10 from the Geneva translation in 1599. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall keep silence in darkness, for in his own might shall no man be strong. The Lord's adversaries shall be destroyed, and out of heaven thunder upon them. The Lord shall judge the ends of the world, and shall give power unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed. And we pray. Father, we thank you for this live stream. We thank you for another beautiful, safe day. We thank you for the food in our bellies and the roof over our heads. We thank you for those in the stream. We thank you for our trackers. We thank you for our families. We thank you for the protection and provision. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Lee Tracker E, and this is Jerry Williams, also known as Lee Horse Choctaw. We have 4 Facebook pages: the Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman and Son Center and Database, the Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers in Surrounding Areas, the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, which is also the name of our book, and the Lead Tracker E page. And then we also have the Lead Tracker E channel. And please do subscribe to that channel so we can get those numbers up. It's not just a backup channel, but it can be used as one if need be so that we don't lose contact with each other. But we also put a lot of things on there that are not here. And so just subscribe to both. These 2 channels go together.
And there's more than 607 subscribers on that channel. It's just that that's an older photo of that. The book, The Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path, is on Amazon, but you can also order through us for an autographed copy. It's the same price, but we ask $5 shipping and handling.
Which is less than it actually costs.
Yeah, and you still get charged probably about the same amount with the tax on Amazon. But also, the Bigfoot documentary is $55. And on there we show you places that go to the book, but also that there are places that we don't want people going because of the dangerous or the danger that is in those areas. So we are having a sale now. 1 DVD and 1 autographed book for $55. So that's, you're actually getting everything cheaper, and you're getting a free book basically. And we also have the new Spanish version book. That if you want the Spanish version or the English version, we have both of those. So that's $55, and you can get that through us, and that both will be autographed. Tracking miracles and encounters.
We haven't gotten back to this, but it is still on our agenda to get back to that, to share more stories of God's divine intervention and divine orchestration. We just want to give glory to Him and share the stories, especially in the way that they relate to events of trackers and throughout our lives and those of our guests. The way God has been there all the way through in small ways and in big ways that sometimes aren't acknowledged, or the subject just people don't have the opportunity for it to come up. So we'll get back to that. But in the meantime, there's a playlist on the Lead Tracker channel for those.
We've been in the field for a long while, so we're trying to get the videos up. We got an interview that we still got to get to. We've got a tracker training course we got to get to. We've got our tracker team meetings and everything. So we're very busy. So kind of bear with us on a lot of these things. But we're reading all the content and as much information as we can in many different places. Also, we have Standing Feather Stories.
And those are the stories of Jerry's travels throughout the world, and just very interesting stories. They're a hit every time that we put one up. There's many more to tell. These are the backside of the news that people didn't get to hear. He was the last man standing rock. So some illegal jail time there for being a protector of the water and the land. And these stories are absolutely fascinating about what Native Americans went through during some of these times. So in current times, and are still going through, yeah.
Things you don't hear about.
Not just ancient history, these are modern times in our lifetime, things that we just
Let me try this real fast. Maybe.
Okay, how is that? That sound better?
Is that any better with the sound?
Okay. But we also have, if you go to Google and type in PredatorBigfoot.com, it will bring you to our Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path webpage. There you can order books, you can find the links that we're talking about. Okay.
Better.
All right. Thank you. Thank y'all for that. But our webpage, which one of our trackers has put together for us.
Did a beautiful job on it.
Beautiful, beautiful job. That you can find, and we've got a new book coming out. We think, well, we got 2 more coming out, but we think that we're going to have a little time.
We've said that after we returned from the last 3 tracks, but
last 3 tracks, we thought before those, we thought, okay, we're going to have a little bit of time, but then we had 3 more big tracks that we had to do.
I would say it's 80% finished.
Yeah, it just needs to really be it's put together. We just need to fill in just a few little details because we want you to have. And this second book has so much more information that, the first book, researchers will tell you of 50 years that this book has more information than has ever been put out there.
If you go to Amazon and read the reviews, you'll see that we're making a difference. We're very, very proud of the reviews.
And also, we'll be soon, it's a glare here, we will be promoting the Spanish version of the book of the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path, so that all of our Spanish-speaking friends, people around the world, will have this information also.
We have listeners and friends from El Salvador, Honduras.
And we see the same questions, but it was harder for us to communicate. But luckily we have CT and we have Tanya,
Mariella,
who has translated the book for us so that everything is readable in the Spanish language. So very good people who helped us with this book to get it to more people. And if you do speak mostly Spanish, we'll be doing a live book signing very soon. hopefully with Tanya and Jose, so everyone understands what's going on. But so you can have this information so you can protect your families as well. And that's what it's about. We want to help you protect your families with this information. And like we said, it's more information than anyone's ever had before. Our second book that's coming out is just, you're going to just have to read it to understand it, because it goes deeper into everything that's going on. But once you read it, you're going to have a great understanding of what's going on in the world and how it's going on in the world. Also, if you'd like to become a Patreon member to help out with funds, fuel, food on some of these tracks and things that we're doing, the link is in below. Link is in the description below. Also, Cash App and PayPal is also in the link below. But we also, I'm going to go ahead and put this up, but we also have Super Chat and Super Thanks now. Everything is appreciated. And just like tonight and all these other streams that we're going to be having that are coming up, we have one on tonight, we have one on Friday. We got 2 more either Saturday or Sunday, so the whole weekend may be booked up. Monday may be our only day off, I think. But we're also going to be doing some reaction videos for people, because we see other channels,
because we have reactions.
You know, and if you're one of our trackers, you've trained with us, you probably have those same reactions. You know, we just see people doing things wrong that's going to get them hurt.
Yeah. And
if they're training people, if they're teaching people to do the wrong things, they're going to get a lot of people hurt.
Yeah.
And we don't want that for anybody. Those are ways to support this channel. Everything is appreciated, and you do see, just like tonight, you're going to see what those funds are used for.
Also, hitting like and subscribing and sharing the channel, all those things make a difference. Letting the videos play, even when you've already listened to them, but you let them play again and let the ads play. That's a free way for you to also help the channel.
And speaking of Super Chat, we want to also thank you again, Lorna, Tracker Lorna, for your Super Chat. In the link, the stream that we had just a little while ago, but that was to gather more information. Hey, that's pretty good. Perfect.
Yeah, that was a little too bright.
Yeah, hitting right on.
Is that better?
Go a little bit higher, I would say. I think that will work right there. Yeah. Okay, we had to change the light. You can see it was like just blinding on us, and it was even harder for us to show you the book and everything. And I always, even now, I just got to remember to look at the camera instead of just at the screen.
Me too.
But we want to thank Tracker One again for that Super Chat. It was on a short stream, so we wanted to thank you on this one also. Moderators, we have moderators here going to make sure nothing goes wrong or things happening. We do the comments, but we do those at the end of the stream. But tonight we're going to be doing some after the videos that we show. So we will tell you when these comments will be accepted so that we can respond to them. And they're only for the topic or the interview or the guest for this night. We don't want any other questions and things that have to deal with translucency or frequencies whenever we're talking about tracks or something like that. We got other streams for that, and we can do other streams for that, but just related to the topic and the interview or the guest that we have on each stream. So those are distractions. We're going to instill a new thing now, and it's called the quickest ways to get blocked from our channel. Also, starting conversations to distract. And those are conversations that, they're talking to other people. And sometimes 2 people will come into the room or 4 just trying to distract or cause a commotion in the room, and they'll be talking to each other. but it's to distract everyone from what the guest or the interview.
Intentionally.
It's intentionally done. So you see that, moderators, get them out of here. Language. No 4-letter words we're going to be working through here. Even with our guests, we ask them, don't be using language, because we have young people here, we have older people here, and which are all respectable people, and we don't want to disrespect them with the language. Not listening to the moderators. Tell them one time. Save the questions till the end. Just let them know that. And moderators, don't interact with them. Don't continue if they say something like, well, what does that mean? Or, so are you saying that we can't talk about? They're trying to keep you engaged to distract. So
Go to their channel, block them, and then hide their comments if they're not hidden when you come back.
when you come back, don't just hide their comments. Go to their channel, block them, and then come back. The moderator, don't interact with them.
Don't worry about if you accidentally block someone. We will apologize and
Yeah.
fix it later. We would
Yeah.
rather accidentally block someone that shouldn't have been than leave someone in the room and not block someone who's here to disrupt from the lesson of the evening.
Inappropriate comments. They just like we just had just a little while ago. If you were in the stream a while ago, you understand what we're talking about. There was probably about 5 comments or more than that. I only seen a couple. But if that was me, after the second one, I would have got rid of it.
Because they came in to
They
disrupt.
came in to disrupt.
Even if it
distract.
seems like they're saying nice things, you can tell that they're not listening. You just don't worry. We're not going to be upset with you if
Yeah.
you.
Get
That's
rid of
why we have so many mods.
And if it was an accident, we'll apologize. We'll get a hold of us. We'll apologize, and we'll get them back. But
Yeah.
But we'll also let them know these are rules that the moderators know to help protect the channel.
Because it's an educational channel. It's not for entertainment. It's not. I mean, we're seriously trying to save lives here. Like, no joke. No joke.
Yeah.
And they're doing themselves a disservice to come in and be trolling and disruptive, because this is information that could save the people. Even trolls have loved ones, and they could be here learning, but they choose not to. Essentially, they block themselves by their behavior.
They're endangering their own family.
They are.
That's not our responsibility. Our responsibility is to help people. But if they're going to, they don't care about their family, that's on them. That's not on us. Irritating us in any way, that's just one that if we see those continuous things like that, that's irritating, because we have the mods here to take care of that. We don't want to go through the comments until it's time to go through the comments. But when we get back to the comments and we're reading and seeing all this, we're going, what's going on? Because
We have had it
that would
happen where
distract me.
a lesson, something that we were saying, if it might just be 1 or 2 sentences, but it's information that you need, that the situation may come up that very next day. We've had that happen, and if they had been distracted, it was just like the video that we had to redo, ask some questions again. The purpose of our video earlier today, we're trying to talk about important things, the purpose of us being there, and the person couldn't, we have to redo the audio on the video because of a distraction here on the side that nobody could even concentrate, not the person that asked us for help, and we couldn't concentrate. It was very, very hard to focus because they were disrupting.
Another way is not listening to the lesson, the guest, or the interview. And you'll see that because they'll be saying how this pertains to them, or they're trying to give their opinion as part of the interview with the guest or the lesson. And that's the difference between listening and hearing. If you're listening, your ears are this way, your eyes are this way, you're paying attention to what's being said, what is being shown. But if you're hearing, you're saying, well, how does this relate to me? How can I put my 2 cents in, to distract everyone else?
It's just not a smooth way for this channel to operate. It's not an entertainment channel, and it's not a chatty channel, even though we love talking to y'all, and we do have streams where we can visit and catch up.
Mm-hmm.
But when we have a lesson for the night, and tonight there'll be a lesson, and when we have guests, we want to be respectful. It's, you don't want to be passing notes in class. And the mods want to listen and learn too. They don't want to have to continuously be batting people around.
Also, we may have to time out a mod, because if you're engaging, if you're entertaining and keeping up that conversation, mod, I don't know if a mod can time out another mod, but either correct them or let us know, and we'll time them out, or we'll take their wrench away.
Mods would be the only ones that we would give a timeout to. Anyone else, they're going to get a warning and then out.
Nothing personal.
No, not at
but
all.
But we need people to take this serious, especially with this channel. Other channels that people fly off the handle and cuss and say whatever they want to, but here we can't have that. So
earlier, the troll that was in there was trying to distract while we're talking to a man who's got these things literally at his house, peeking around the corner at his children. The place is infested around him, and he'll come back for a full interview on Friday. But we needed to have this conversation, not to be in here dealing with trolls.
We don't want to deal with that. We need to get the information out, and when we see the stuff because most of the time we're not even looking at the comment section. We're trying to get everything done, listen to what we need to listen to help people. And then we come back and we see this kind of thing going on in the chat. It's just a little irritating. And so like we said, if people are engaging, get them out of here. They can go learn somewhere else. There's other channels which they give the wrong information. But if they're here to learn, they're here to learn. If they're here to distract, they're here to distract. So.
And we do appreciate you, Moms.
We do.
We do.
And we've added some extra
A
moderators.
responsibility.
People we trust also.
Yeah, and we appreciate you doing it. We just want you to do it a little harder.
Little quicker. Tracker J, when she's in here, I mean, she don't give anybody two times to act up. She's got them.
And because she's seen the damage that they can do. And a lot of these trolls come from one particular reprobate with a lot of false accounts.
So we're gonna, now that all that's said and done with, everybody understand, everybody's ready. You got your tomahawks, you got your swords, you got your spears. Our moderators are ready. Let's always be a little quicker. And like we said, take them out quick. Don't worry about it. If it's wrong, if it's an accident, we will correct that. We will talk to those people and apologize. Add them back. It's no big deal.
We'll tell them that wasn't your fault. We told you to do that.
Yeah, and we will tell them. We told them ours, take them out. But we'll also explain to those people, you're here to learn or you're here to listen. You're not here to interact.
And we've only had that happen one time.
Yeah, until we ask for interaction, which we're going to have some tonight. But just moderators, take them out quick. We just don't want to put up with that here. But it was all here. Now we got all that done. And also that's one more thing too. Please don't message us through Facebook or emails or on the phone while we're in a stream, because we can see the comment, but whenever you use another way, it always pops up on the screen, makes noise, it distracts us. We have to look.
Well, and in a live stream, if we're having to use a phone, it can actually break that connection.
Yeah, but like tonight, if we're having hearing and audio problems, just blow up our comments saying we can't
All
hear
caps.
you. All caps. Just let us know there. Try not to use another way because it dings on here, it makes noise. It distracts us also because we'll look down and go.
Which reminds me, I gotta turn my ringer off.
Okay. And also we got to turn our ringers off. So we just want to have a smooth kind of forum here. get the information out, because we don't want to be here all night, and a lot of people don't want to be here all night. But we need to get you the information. If we go places other people don't, there's other people who need our help. They've been calling us, and we've been talking with them. There's more things happening out there, and we're trying to bring you all that information. So let's take a breath. Let's say hello to everybody. Of course,
Lauren is here.
Tracker Lorna, she is the first one in the room. Look at that.
And Joyce is here, who is
And-
one of our new mods, and we thank you very much for that.
Joyce is one of our new mods, and she said she will take them out quick if this happens.
With the Sword of the Spirit.
Sword of the Spirit.
War Chief is here.
War Chief is here, always here. Oh, good man, good man.
Pamela Smith is here.
Hey, Pamela. Pamela came back. She was with us a while ago. Came at the end, but we said we'll be
We
back.
weren't running out on you, Pamela. Glad you're back. Graybeard is here.
Graybeard said he's finishing up something, but he'll be watching soon. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you too.
All right. Hey, Graybeard should be a mod. He said hit that thumbs up. All right. Jody.
Hey, Jody.
She's a good evening, War Chief, Tracker Lorna, Tracker, upcoming Joyce, Pamela, and Graybeard. All right.
Jody will be,
We have,
and Joyce,
Full
we hope
faith
that they will both
in them.
be trackers very soon.
yeah, everybody's saying hello. Oh, she said, Tracker Lorna said we're blurred up, freezing up, or hard to hear.
I think we already got
Yeah,
that.
we fixed that. Thank y'all for that. Mariela Bustos from Uruguay. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien condiciones. Yeah, sí.
See?
Qué bueno. Everybody saying hello to each other. That were our thing came in. JR is back. More better.
Good. Everyone's saying better.
More better.
Good.
Pamela said sound is good. Everybody say hello. SMA Mommy.
Hey, SMA Mommy.
Wow.
We've
so
missed
good to
your
hear.
name on here.
Yeah, it's been a while since. Oh, so good to hear from you.
Hope everything's well there.
Elastic Machinery is in the here.
How are you doing?
Says howdy, y'all. Since I see everyone. Yeah, I just saw live where Feeding Bigfoot was promoted. Shaking my head, gonna watch the show, so I'm here. Yeah,
Good. Glad you're here.
that stuff is just very dangerous.
Those
very
are the kind
dangerous.
of things we're going to do reaction videos too.
And it's also in the new book of why you don't do that.
Yeah.
So the new book has a lot of information that we need out. But everybody say hello to SMA Mommy. Also, Elastic Machinery. Also, Elastic Machinery has purchased through the sale that we're having a book and a DVD, and we will be getting it out to you
Excited to
very,
get that
very
to you.
soon. Can't wait till you got it. And also, Elastic Machinery is going to be starting a
Is that?
I don't know
if that's.
whatever the channel.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's announced that to anyone other than us yet.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, he has, because PRT said they're going to help him promote.
But I don't know if they said it publicly.
Oh, well, Elastic Machinery is going to, and that's why he got the book and the DVD, because we said we're not going to interview with anybody unless they've read that book or seen that DVD. And so he has purchased that. He is wanting to have a channel or start a channel
Be
also.
fantastic at it.
And he asked us to be the first guest, and we're more than happy to be that first guest, because once he has that book and reads it in the DVD, we can talk, and it'll be more advanced than most. If you go to another channel, what we will be talking about, they're still guessing, or they'll be asking questions about it. Once you read that book and everything, we'll be on the same page, so to speak, and we'll have some
We're excited to have
great
you out there.
conversations. And we're more than happy to help you. Even though we're a small channel, as far as subscribers, we're quality, we're not quantity. And we have no problem with kicking people out. That's why we don't have a lot. We probably have more people on the block list than we have subscribers. So there's one time we took 32 out, around 32, maybe 35 people one day.
And a lot of them from the same little group.
Yeah.
Same old group. That's just how they do. They just swarm. They're just icky people.
Everybody saying hello, Elastic Machinery. SMA is being welcomed by everybody. And War Chief Tracker C says, I stepped away to the men's room and missed the person kicked out. Sorry. Yeah, and Lead Tracker E had to do that. And that's what just kind of got me for a second, because we don't want to have to be the one. We love kicking people out.
Don't get it wrong.
Don't get us wrong. We do love doing that, especially if they're a bother or starting
Because
things
they
like
keep
that.
people from learning.
Yeah. But when seeing that Lead Tracker E had to do that with all the moderators in the room, that's what kind of was like. I had to take a second, had to give me a chili dog and
Chill.
chill for
chili.
a second, and chill and chili. Pamela says she's having problems with
But
the
I
video.
think that's worked out, though.
I hope that's ready. But War Chief said my tomahawk is ready and very sharp. All right, good job.
Good.
Elastic Machinery is saying, hey mods, good to see you all. I'm off PRT and they see us, and we're constantly booting distractors. They ask questions never related to the subject. Tip, you can click their name, then channel history. Yeah, we click on their name, go to the about, we block them, then we come back and get rid of their comments. So we block them first.
Yeah.
Before we do anything. We want to make sure they're blocked and out of here. He says mods can time out other mods. Okay.
Okay.
So mods, if you see
Good to
someone
know.
engaging in a conversation, or if it goes more than 2 times, that's for, once you tell them, hold the comments to the end, if they act like they don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they might even be saying something nice. Like in this case, you would think on the surface that it's nice. I love you, but you get a feel for it.
Yeah. And like we said, if it's a mistake, we'll apologize for that, because
And it was
we asked you to do that.
inappropriate. Yeah, just
Yeah.
not a.
But get them out quick. We don't want to put up with that here. Okay.
Greetings. Ward, Cube is here. Mary is here.
Mary, where's Mary?
Down a little further.
Cubinator, I see Cubinator.
Shade is here.
There's Mary. All right, good evening, Tracker. She was having.
Hopefully the volume's a little better on this one. We're doing it a different way, Mary.
Yeah. Shade, the shade. Uh-oh, the shade is here. All right, everybody's welcoming Shade. Everybody knows Shade. Shade is actually a moderator too, so you see that he's ready to go. SMA Mommy says that she missed, she missed everybody.
Yeah, everybody missed you too.
We all always wonder about what you're doing.
JR says he had the phone to his ear and didn't see the troublemaker's flurry of replies. Okay.
Yeah.
It was really hard to hear on that
A
one.
lot of. Good evening, Jared. All right. Pamela says she's looking forward to everything.
On our Friday interview.
Elastic Machinery said, yes, it's fine.
Good.
Starting the channel.
Good.
It's totally fine. All right. Congratulations from SMA Mama and from us.
Yeah. You'll be great at it.
Pamela's having problems with her phone.
Oh, okay.
Now, I wonder if it's because you're on this, even though we're on a different system. Maybe we shut that off and we see for about 10 minutes. And if it's okay.
She said it is on her end.
Oh, it's on her end. Okay, good. Still problems on my end. Okay.
But we'll catch up on comments and then I'll get off of here. Lyrical Jazzy's here.
Yeah, we don't. It's just when we play the videos, it may be distorted. So.
Well, I took mine off of Wi-Fi, and so it's only on cellular. So I was hoping that wouldn't pull.
Okay. Hopefully not.
Okay, I'm caught up on comment, so I'll just get out of the room and trust that the mods got the point.
All right. Cubinator says battle axe sharpened and prime. Trolls beware. Yes, all trolls beware tonight. Mary also, she's ready too. She's ready to go. Gray Beard is here. Lyrical Jazzy. She says, hey, everybody. And we're bragging on you, Lyrical Jazzy, a second ago because we know you take out trolls quick.
Quick to spawn. And
What-
you know,
what
one
is
of those
that?
comments it was earlier because she wasn't in the room, but I really think that the way it was phrased was directed towards her last year saying, or last week saying, I've got my eye on you, like, 'cause she spotted one of the potential trolls. And I really think it's the same troll, different account. And that one of those comments was actually directed at that.
Okay, everybody's saying everybody. And Warchi says points been made. Yep. To everybody.
Yeah.
Miracle Jesse saying hello to Jody. Mary is saying hello to Lorna. And SMA Mommy is saying hello to Jody. All right. Okay, so we're all caught up. Now these videos tonight, we tried playing in a stream before, and it was distorted. And Graybeard was one who let us know that if we shut off our other phone, that it won't be distorted because it's taking too much power from the broadband and or the hotspot internet. And that was it. As soon as we turned it off,
Thank you.
Other videos played well, but these were distorted. So we need you to see these also because they're very important. And once we show you the video, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about them. And if you have any questions about them, and then we'll move to the next one. We have only 3 that we need to show you tonight.
They were just too good to miss.
Too good to miss.
Because this is going on in almost every part.
Too much information, and we want to make sure that you have this information. So this is the first video that we're going to start with. Just sit back, relax, and just see what's going on, because this is a teaching tool. And if your kids see these things out there, have them come and tell you. Show the kids what this stuff is, or you go out there and check these areas before the kids even go out there. And if you do find these things, clean them up, get them cleared out.
And still teach your kids.
Yeah, still teach your kids and get the line of sight cleared out. Okay, so we're going back to Broken Bow. We're going to show you what was distorted last time. And here's the first video.
Perfect place to sit right there. Right there. Oh, that one in back there. That's about a That's about a 25-foot break. I'll get over there for size. Got another bow here. Just gotta watch for snakes. Got print right there. So that's the break. That's about 25 foot. Trying to get a size. Just enough? Okay. Okay. You can use my phone if you want. And you can see a picnic table and stuff in the background there. You want to use my phone? Prints. There's another one over there too. Perfect trap area. You got a ravine, got a bridge right over there. Another pull down because people are out here fishing and kayaking and boating. Spider web right here. Another boat. Okay, when you're going to even state parks, wherever people are at, you're gonna, like we tell everybody, 50 yards in, or 50 yards no disturbance line. There's a hole right there, so be careful there. Maybe hard to see, but there is a bridge right there. This was used as a bridge. And here's also a bow, pull down, and a brake. Normal people will say this is wind damage, or a storm might have come through. But no, with these bows and these brakes, where the location is, there's a campground back there. And I say it's about 25 to 30 feet high. And there's also another bow down there, and that's also used as a blind area. And always remember, all ravines are traps. When we're tracking, we don't want to be in the ravines unless we know the area. Because if you get caught down in those ravines, the predators will be on the end of that side and the end of that side. There'll be slick ways where animals have already tried to get up the sides. They will also make sure the sides are loose or muddy, and you will also find caves or dugouts or places where these things will hide. But this one is not a big ravine, but it still will be used as a trap, and will still have ambush areas and ambush blinds. You go down here, watch your step. When you're down in these areas, we got a beach towel here. There's more over here too. And of course this is used as a blind. All up through here. And then there's some trails. Oh, look at this. Nicely woven over. It's like a trap area where something can sit. And no, all the trees and everything and this brush was not put there, because you can see some that are broken off and placed there, while these could have been pushed over. But this is another trap area ambush. Always be careful in these areas, like that little dugout there. Even small predators are dangerous. So we're going to go a little further, but like we said, be careful in these areas. And you are the upstairs neighbor. And that's just a big blind that's put together. They didn't all fall like that, or there would be more like that. And again, here's another area here. And I'm also in a low area, which is not a good place to be. And here's some more. But even as we go up, we're going to find more blinds. Oop. And make sure you're going slow enough that you don't run into these spider webs. And these spider webs, of course, lets you know if anything has came through here, or if anyone, also how tall they were, because if I hit this and was only that tall, the rest would be left. But also that this is, the Bigfoots don't go through that spider web. This is their path, but it's also a game path. So also be careful. All these logs are put in here like a corral, to corral. As you can see, it's a corral that goes around. Again, be careful of spider webs and such. But as you can see right here, you're going to find these corrals out here. And now some people will say, well, those logs just fell and crisscrossed and broke and had holes. But those are people who don't know what's going on, nor do they want to seem like they're stupid or uneducated in this. But they are. They don't understand that these predators use all of this to not look like a trap or a trap area. And why would anyone go into a trap area? But that one's pushed over too. And of course there's camping grounds over there. More blinds over there. But we're going to be using this part for the training course, the tracker training course, as a prime example of going 50 yards in. Normally people don't come through here. Only wildlife and Bigfoots come through here. Also, make sure you're looking up at the trees, not just on the ground. But we're looking for tree nests, bows, bins like those up there. And sometimes they're just sitting up there. And this is when we go like this. And this is the tracker sign that says Bigfoot in a tree. And they'll always, they know you're coming in, so they'll back up and back up just to see what you're doing. And if you're just exploring, now if you're camping or you're lost, expect them to come and want to try to have a meal. People bait them in all the time by, there's another tree break over there. I'm gonna try to get down. On that tree right there is pulled down, so that's a blind. And that you will find prints over there. There's another one going there and around that tree. Now this is a area where people frequent, but they don't come over here. And here's that spider web again. Make sure you be careful with these, especially if you're tracking. You don't want to break these. because a Bigfoot, a predator, will know you came through. And behind that, just forward, you're going to see another blind back there on the other side. Watch your step. Oh, and see, even sticks laid down there, if something steps on it or a person, they roll. Go ahead.
There's the one that's constructed.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, sits on the other side, watches this ravine. Anything running up, and they run right into the trap. Just like we said. Or, I don't know if we got that on tape, but a while ago I was saying, well, on the GoPro, that there'll be one that pushes them in, and there's the bridge over there. If it drops, then they have to run through here, and they're going to run right into a Bigfoot. They're going to run right into a trap. And it's just constructed. If you get on that side, you can sit in there, and there actually may be a cave underneath there.
I came from that direction and you could see it. Well, it wasn't a cave, but you could see that.
Because this right here is a cave. This right here is a cave that's coming down through here. You can see through here. So it looks open down there. Let me just get a look. Just to see. Yeah, there's a small cave, so it's a small predator here. Let me get this look. Unless you want to come down. Okay. Okay, so like we said, there'll be one that pushes them in. There's a bridge over there. It comes down this ravine, and we talked about you don't want to be caught in a ravine, because at the both sides, one's pushing in. Here's that constructed blind. Whoop. And also I'm making too much noise. But isn't this just a nice hut? And there's the small inlet. And you know, people shouldn't be in these areas, but people don't know. And this is, you can get underneath this and look up. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna look up here. I'm just putting the phone down through here. So you're looking up. And this is a perfect blind, perfect spot. And they just sit here and wait. There's some claw marks over there on the ground. And this, you could camp under here if you wanted to. I wouldn't advise it because it's a Bigfoot trap. But you're going to find these in the ravines. There you go. All right. Oh, I better. Oh, I was recording. Good. I didn't know I thought I wasn't recording. But let me also put this down with the GoPro. Oh. Now you could get underneath there, how this is laid down, and then, you know, like a hut, like someone would build a hut. And this area right here is a big trap. Run the game in here, and they're waiting right here for the game, the prey, the victim. To run into this area. Here you go. Ella? It's let's see. It's a little shirt with some kind of some little thing here, so that's just to let them know that we were here. We know what this is, and hopefully someone will see that and recognize that this is a trap. Although a majority of the people don't know that this is a trap. Even though you got another bow bent over blind right there and a 25 to 30 foot tree break on the other side. But where I'm standing is not the place you want to be at. And there's a bow right there, and around the corner there's a bridge that's going across, what we call a bridge. You can't get up here unless you have time to climb up. And something went in there. I hope it wasn't a snake. But, and even being translucent, sometimes you could be right in front of them and not be able to see them. So use your cameras, take pictures, and look at your pictures, or look through your camera. And you see this hole goes all the way through here. It goes all the way through, all the way back up through there. And then you got the 25 to 30 foot tree break right there. Okay. Yep, we're going to cross the street. I'm filming you, you're filming me. Okay. Okay. And, oh, did you get this shot? With this bow right here? That's a beautiful shot. Well, it's not a beautiful shot. That's a dangerous shot. And with this one, you can, let's see, where's that? Right there. See that bow?
And they got it from the front view too, because I wanted them to see the picnic tables beyond it.
Okay, I zoomed it back out. Okay, let's roll. Let's get out of this place.
Yeah, I just showed you that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You must have been recording.
So we've got shirts, we got things that hopefully it's not people related. There's also holes underneath there, which can still be used as observation. There's a bridge over there for small animals again. And I'm sure that was used. It looks like it's knocked down though. But that one's still intact. Okay. Okay. Huh?
I don't want to show exactly where.
Okay, that was an area where people go to vacation. They rent boats there, canoes, fish there. War Chief was there fishing off the bridge, and we were just across the street. We've seen a couple of things, so we wanted to go take a better look. And then we found all that. Now,
If you looked up over the top of that ravine, there was picnic tables all in there.
also, the biggest reports are 40 foot, but we've actually seen a 35-foot Bigfoot. And there was a vehicle that was going past there, and that vehicle didn't look, anything near the size of that tree break. Bigfoots they're big enough to pick up a car,
Double door
campers,
dumpster.
double door dumpsters, and shake them around like a trash bag. Jim from Lots of Adventures, his tank was flipped upside down by a 40-foot Bigfoot with 2 people inside of it. Some of the Mothman were dropping boulders onto people, and people were being eaten alive, and also the Persian Bigfoot that were being killed or being wounded, they were also being eaten alive. So these are vicious predators that do not hesitate. That they once blood is just like a shark in water.
Mhm.
Once that blood is there, they have that frenzy and they all come in. Not just one that wants to come in. Now, in the book, in both books, here, Spanish version and the English version, ambush areas in both. We've seen those, and that's what we're talking about in this stream. Page 124. Pull downs, page 126. Blinds and hides, 127. Chutes, corrals, and funnels, page 131. Creeks and other
Bodies of
water, page 132. Bridges, embankments, and ravines, page 138.
And some of these are several pages long. It's not just one page information on.
Yeah, that's just where they start. I'm sorry. Holes, tunnels, crevices, and caves, page 141. Something's on page 152. I don't know what to put down. Let's see what page 152 is, but I don't have it written down. Oh, give us a second. 40, 50, and 52. Oh, twist. You know, those pull downs, those twisted trees. This is all in the book also. All this information is there. All these videos and places that we go, we know where to go look. And that's what we're showing here. We're showing you exactly where to go look for these, all these blinds, the breaks, the traps, the corrals.
This is how time after time we can go to land we haven't been to before and say, we're going to find this over there, which is what we did here. We're going to find this over there. It's the same patterns over and over and over.
We have another stream that's coming up either Saturday or Sunday, where we took out two brothers who hunt, and they recognized the hunting patterns. That was good because they would say, okay, they're hunting over here because of this game trail and everything. And we're like, yes, but they didn't understand what they were seeing until we explained it. But we also said, we're going to find this over here, and we're going to find this over here. Before we even got there, and when we got there, they were exactly where we said they would be.
Their mother had actually called us and asked us to go there for their family reunion to teach the family what was out there, to talk to her sons and teach the family. So we got to take each son to a different section. Each one showed us a different section and track with them and teach them. And they were very receptive. And being hunters, once we told them certain things, it clicked. It made perfect sense to them of how these predators hunt.
Okay, so we're going to go and see if there's any comments or questions about this video.
And thank you, CT, for translating. CT's not just blowing up our chat. She's translating for our Spanish-speaking viewers, and thank you very much for that.
Yes,
CT is the one of the people who helped to translate our Spanish book.
So let's see who all came into the room while we were... Who all came into the room late? Let's say that. Jeremy Wilson.
Hey, Jeremy.
Here. Let's see who else here. And Jeremy, if you got here a little bit earlier, maybe you want to watch the front of this again. We had a little conversation about some of the things that you're diversion about. Doris Diaz.
Hi, Doris.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Everybody saying hello to Doris. We love saying hello to each other. CT, you're doing a wonderful job. We appreciate everything you do. You just go above and beyond. Cubinator, oh, thank you, Cubinator. Means a lot.
Thank you,
We
Q.
appreciate it. We'll get back to your question in just a second, Jeremy. And thank you, War Chief Tracker C, for letting Jeremy know to hold your questions for now until we get to that point. And Jeremy is such a good person, he just says, okay. And War Chief gave him a thumbs up, and then we continue. Dave's Cryptid Adventures is
Hey,
here.
Dave. How you doing?
All right, Dave. How you doing? Good to hear from you. Graybeard is giving the clapping. Good job. And Doris is always great.
Yes, it went much smoother with this showing it.
Yeah, there was no distortion, and you could see exactly what we were showing. Last time it was so distorted and stopping and
Frustrating,
catching, and it kind of irritated us that it was doing
You know
that.
what irritated? Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
appreciate
Your patience
those that
coming
stayed
and
with
coming
it.
back. Yeah.
And Pamela is saying, thank you for all your knowledge. Blessing.
You're very welcome. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Let's see. I think there was a question or two in here. Let's see. Jeremy says, I see something in there. Did they somehow leave an image artifact, or is it film? Oh, it's film. You may have seen the translucent. I'm sure there were. We haven't got to go through the video, but there's always around all these structures. There's going to be translucent predators there. So when you can, take a picture, blow that up, and look through it. You'll find them. But looking where they're supposed to be. They're not just, well, they will stand out there if they're kind of caught out there, or if they know that nobody knows what they're looking for. They'll be out there as close as they can to you on the edge lines of the tree lines, darker than dark. We have in the book when we talk about, I don't know if you have the book or not, Jeremy, but in the book we talk about shadow language and translucent viewing. You may want to get the book if you don't have it and look for that. And he said that the interference was from them. Well, the last video, if you were here watching the last video, you would understand what we're talking about, because it was just...
That does happen sometimes, but in this case, it was a bandwidth. We were pulling too much because we had too many things going.
Yeah. And so we didn't have any distortion with this one, which is good. And when we're talking about the twist and everything, we're not talking about just a snap, a breakdown. We're talking about the actual tree being twisted down.
This is not normal in the forest.
And put into another, twisted and pushed around. It's not just up and broke, like the tree breaks or the pull down. This is manipulated and turned and twisted. And this is a hardwood.
We'll have a huge example of this on Friday's interview.
Oh, yeah, on Friday's interview.
In a park
And
right there where children are,
that tree
Family
was
Life
about
Center.
that big.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was twisted like that, like this one.
These are not 6 to 8 foot Bigfoot doing this. They get much, much larger than what you've been told.
Let's see. CT says, Jarinella, where are you from? Mariela Bustos asks. North America. No, Oklahoma. Oklahoma aquí. A nosotros viva Oklahoma. Jody Albright. Man, thank all of y'all so much.
Thank you for your support.
This is, we couldn't
This is how
tell
we keep
you.
going. Thank you.
Not only that,
Yeah. And the prayers and the,
yeah, we really needed it Monday, and for y'all support, because we had $20 left, and we still had to go help another family who we promised that we would be there, and we said, well, the last $20.
They called us to help.
So we
don't mind going at all. Just
Yeah.
sometimes we got to fill that tank.
Yeah, and now, I mean, unless people just don't have it, we're going to ask that the people who want us to come help, and the family who we went to go help for their family reunion to help teach them.
At a different place.
They actually gave us $50 in gas, and we used
didn't
every
want to
bit of
ask,
that.
but we had to ask.
didn't
On
wanna
that
ask.
one, or we wouldn't.
We
It's
wouldn't
not
have
just
made it.
money there. We have to have money to get home.
Yeah, and we wouldn't made it. We wouldn't have had enough. And,
Yeah, and so
and
yeah,
we didn't want to ask, but we finally said if you have any gas money that can help us get there and get back, because we had to go there for 2 days. It's an hour and a half away. That's about 60, and
yeah.
something like that. If we're going to get a snack or something, and it was they gave us just enough so that we were there and back, and it didn't take anything away from us because we still need. What
Yeah, we don't
need.
charge for the services, not at all.
No, we don't mind teaching.
And if we
and
didn't
sharing.
have to do, I mean, we would,
Yeah, you're right. And if we had a whole bunch, we would,
when we have
would do it without even thinking about
Yeah.
it. But
But we're very grateful because that's you guys too, enabling us to be able to help.
and we needed
So
it
you're a part of that.
on this day because we was like, we was actually hungry, and because we went all day without eating and doing this track, and but those funds that you supported us with last month came right in at that time, and we was low on fuel too, so we got to fill our tank up. We got something to eat. We actually paid a little bit of electricity.
Yeah,
And caught up on a few things, and we want to appreciate all of y'all who
very
helped us.
much.
Thank you again, Jody, Cubenator, and Lorna from stream we did earlier.
Thank you very much.
Dave's Scripted Adventure says, yeah, that's not normal. And that blind, that ravine blind is always going to be there. And if you see something like that, expect that there's going to be a place for them to capture prey and a tunnel. Under all those things, there's always going to be a tunnel there.
And also, just if you see a log or a stick, small or large, across those ravines, we call those Bigfoot bridges, and that's in the book also. And there's generally ambush blinds on either end of those.
Yes, Mayami says, what should someone do if they happen to walk into the spider web? If you didn't break it, back away from it, and sometimes that it'll ping off of you. But if you break it, there's really nothing you can do about that.
Just know that now they know someone your height has gone through that area.
Yeah, because they use it just like we do, because we know that if something low has broke that, then we know that it's a deer or something dropped to all fours. But if it's real big and it broke, and it was something really big that went through there, just like if we went through there, our height would break off that spider web. The rest of it would still be stuck there and still hanging there, but it also let the Bigfoot know, or the predators know, the hybrids know that something this tall, and then looking at that footprint, a man walked through there, or two men walked through there. So we try never to break those spider webs. Go slow enough through the forest or through the so that you can back out away from it, go around spider webs, so that you don't leave that trace. Because all they got to do is look and see, hey, there's a spider web broke over there, and they'll go over there and check to see what went through there, deer footprints or something like that, deer prints, and then they'll track that, or they'll have another trap already set up for that.
Now, some really infested areas, if you need to go into those, and they'll have a lot of spider webs. You might just have to have a stick before you, and you twirl it like cotton candy.
Especially if you don't, if you're getting out of the woods, if you're getting out of the woods and you've done your track, you can knock them down, get them out of there. It don't matter.
You're leaving,
Yeah, if you're leaving.
If you just walk into it and you break it, then you just wildly flail and hope the spider's not on you, and you try to get it off.
Oh, I can't stand spiders. Every time I get a chance, I just smash them. Someone posted they always get them in their heads. Yeah, if you're walking too fast, if you're not paying attention, I think there's another guy in Oklahoma, his name's Dave something or David. He was
Not Dave's Cryptid Adventure.
not Dave's Cryptid Adventure, some other guy here. But he walked into a big spider web, got it all over him, and this guy's supposed to be teaching people. And I'm going, I mean, that grosses me out anyway. The spider webs all over him, but
Especially
that this is someone who's supposed to be teaching people, and he's
But
walking.
not everybody knows
spider
that.
web.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't
In fact,
know this stuff.
you're the only one that I've ever heard teach this. We're the only ones teaching it.
Well, the people on this channel know.
Yeah.
But
But as far as
other channels,
yeah, I've never heard
they
anybody say that.
don't just, and we even talked about, which we're gonna on the stream either Saturday or Sunday. We're gonna talk about some other things that nobody else has been talking about. So we'll wait for that one also.
And sometimes the light's just not right, and you can't see them. Sometimes it just happens. You run into it because it's too dark to see, or it's just at such an angle. Yeah.
But if you go carefully, expect
avoid
the
most
spider
of
webs. Yeah, they expect the spider webs. Now, a clear path where the deer trails go, that spider web's going to be on the side because the spider knows that the deers are taking this path. But there will be a way, like if someone wants to go this way, it's another path or another opening, but it's kind of like a calling card that if you break it, they know that you're coming through here or going through off the game trail.
And that's also how you can tell if you see broken spider webs. That's how you can tell that something, the height of something has gone through there.
Sure can. Thank you, Cubinator. Everybody's saying thank you, Cubinator. And everybody's saying thank you, Jody. Yes, my mom says, I think we all know that feeling walking into. Oh my God!
Especially those big banana spiders.
First of all, I get upset that I walked into one.
Because we should, but it's a good reminder to move more slowly.
And
We're traveling
secondly,
too fast when we do
And
that.
secondly, I get grossed out. I'm like, oh, because I don't want to break them because it gives us away. But then whenever I get it on, it just is.
So if we're tracking together and we see a spider web, we do this, and that means spider web.
And we'll point at it, to wherever it's at, so the other tracker avoids it. Jeremy Wilson says in the Patty film, she walks into the woods at least 30 foot. Yeah, there was more Bigfoots in that video that people just didn't know what to look for.
She was baiting a decoy. She
baited them. They went right after her. That was her job, and she went. They all went where they were supposed to go. They didn't know at that time either. So, like we said, 50 years of researchers don't have the information that's in that book. SMA War Chief says, SMA, anytime you're out in the forest, it's better to carry a stick so you don't walk into the spider web. Yeah, that's good too, but we don't want to break it in any way.
If we can help it.
Yeah, unless we're leaving the area.
Then we don't care.
Then we don't care. But sometimes you'll see us with sticks, we'll just, that's because we know the area, we're just trying to get in there and get the documentation and get out, and you'll see us do that in one of these videos. But you can also use it for mosquitoes, but also whenever you just know you're only going to be doing it for a second, it's okay to knock those spider webs and just get what you need and get out. And thank you again, CT, for everything you're doing. You are doing a wonderful job, and thank you. Jeremy Wilson says, I try not to run into them. We got some fat little chunky spiders out. Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
We had a big wolf spider outside. It was so full of babies on its back that it looked like a tarantula the other day.
Yeah.
And we put it in a big jar.
We
and
caught
as
the
soon
whole
as
thing.
the lid went on,
They went everywhere.
Hundreds of those babies everywhere.
So if you would have
Disgusting.
smashed it or threw a rock at it, all those babies would have scattered. So we stuck it into it. We caught it and closed the lid on it, and it was just gross. It's just awful. I said, Mom, it says, thank you. Dave's Cryptid Adventure says, yep. But always best to walk slow. Stop, look for everything in your way, like a web. Sometimes the web can reflect light at night or certain times of the day. Sure can. Good job, Dave. Okay, so we are through with that first video. We're going to go to the second video now. Now, all this is in the same area. It's not like we went 20 miles that way and we just went around the corner.
Yeah, and you can see the traffic going by, and across the street from there was a little store of some sort. And then there's boats rented, and then there's picnic tables just right there. All of that trap and 25 to 30 foot tree break and a humongous blind.
And the very next spot that we went to was just around the corner. There was a place where you could ride horses. There was a petting zoo. There's a little choo-choo train that went around that little kids ride on choo-choo trains. And I'm not sure if we have that in the video or not. But it crossed crossed on just above us. I remember seeing the choo-choo train guy who was driving the thing, and all the kids were in the back, in their own little chair thing. But I remember him looking down at us, but he's crossing. There's a big blind, you'll see it, but he's crossing right behind it.
Like feet, and yeah,
you can't see it from where his angle.
Which we were actually behind it. He would be on the front side of it where they'd stacked it up, cut logs and stuff. What they couldn't see is on the back side of the hill coming up, it had been hollowed out, and now there was an ambush blind right in there next to the tracks. We
even got to, and we're going to show this video later and have a stream about it, but during our family reunion that we got to teach our youth, our children, our family, our young ones what to look for. But we would tell them it's not going to be where you can see it. It's going to be on the other side facing this way. So if we want to find their blinds and everything, we have to go on the back side and come in. And that's where you're going to find it. And that's why we track like this. We go to the opposite side and come in. And that's where everything is. But if you're coming from that side, you're not going to see it. Just like this choo-choo train.
You walk right over the top of the track.
And go, or just walk right over top of it. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to show you this next video. It's not far from the first area that we just showed you. But it's very important that we see, and we'll show you what we're talking about. So here we go with the next video.
What have we here?
What do we have here? Hope y'all can see that.
Some of it's cut logs that have been stacked. Some of it is cut logs that have been stacked up there. but they've been shifted around and hollowed out to make a structure out of. And that's what we're trying to tell you at your home. When you cut down, we'll get up there closer to it. When you cut logs and trees and things like this, be sure you get it out of there, because when you leave your bonfire pile just stacked up for months on end, things will move in and you won't even notice. They will shift around, they being the Bigfoot predators. Look, this isn't even, this is not in the ground. This is just leaned up here.
Another bow over here.
They'll shift things around and make use out of them. They'll also add to, so you want to chop it up, burn it up as soon as you can, mulch it, haul it off, whatever you need to do, because it makes a perfect hiding spot for a predator.
Little teepee structure here.
Yeah, humans don't typically stack roots end up. You see that, Jerry? See, they got the root end up. That's not. People don't do that way.
You're right.
So the logs have been cut. Some are cut, some are broken, some are deadfall. But they're being shifted around and added to. If it's available and it's handy, they use it just like a human would, just like a man would. If they need it, they'll snap it off and bring it in. We headed back down?
Yeah.
Thank you. If you turn your feet sideways and dig in when you're going down, it sure helps. Dig in with your inside, the outside of your foot, and it'll catch for you. Yeah, I got that one. It's a good size. Looks like a baked potato. Could fool me. Even the small critters will dig in. Go ahead and turn that off and let me just finish with this.
Oh, okay.
Just so it's on video too. lot of ground disturbance. So look at all the different varieties that have been pushed over and broken. When this, I'll think of the name of that tree in just a minute. Beech nut tree. If it was knocked over by the big tree, the branch would have gone there, but it didn't. They've got the other section of that folded back this way. Take a better look at this pushover. Behind these root balls like this is a perfect place to dig in for ambush. So this is an old dead tree. Huge. Took a couple trees out with it when it went down.
Very big footprint. And if you notice, it's not only pulled over, but this one is pointed that way now. So it didn't go this way, it's been bent and broke over that way to hold this one up. Got a bulge up there on the tree up there, and more further down.
Some bows up there. A lot of ground disturbance. The big tree still had leaves on it when it got knocked over. Yeah.
That's the tree I'm looking at. Hopefully y'all can see this. It's like one sitting right up there. Also some blinds over there. More things over there. But if I was on my property, or our family property, I would shoot that shadow, because that shadow looks like it's just sitting there. Even with my eyes, I can see it. You know, raise your camera up. There you go, get a better shot. Now we need to get a photo of it. Get wood knocks and things dropping. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Hear that wood knock? Another dig out right there. Blind over there. Sitting right there. Print there. And bow here. Now that's for game. The other stuff sits over here. Another wood knock. You want to check something out up here? Oh, it's still been eaten here. Good eyes. I didn't even see that. I walked right past it. Look at this one. Look at this shell. It's like a Bigfoot. I want to take that home.
Okay.
It does. Bigfoot art. Another print here. Oh, more bones over here. Yeah. Feathers too.
Yeah, I got that too. But all the little spinal pieces
Sure are eating over here though.
yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
And then the blinds right there in the bush.
Got a deer got eaten here.
And some after that.
Bones all the way through here.
They're hunting and eating.
There's still more bones. I got a rib bone over here too.
Over here.
There's actually one on this side and one on the south side.
Exactly where we predicted they would be.
Yep.
Behind it. Perfect. I'll get your camera. We'll take still shots too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so a continuation of the blind that's up there. You can see that little stop sign right there in the distance. And it's not as far as it looks in this camera. More bones. Predator's been sitting right here. You can see that car pulling out right there. The road's right there. See the road right there too. Just hunch down behind this log, sitting in that little dip. That has not been vacated for long. The springbacks are still popping up.
Okay, that was just a little ways from the last place, and there was a choo-choo train, and I think you could see those tracks when we got to the top of the hill. But also what they call tree spirits and there's
Dryads.
and there's a couple names.
There's a lot of there's different names in every culture for the spirits that live in the trees, and they're not what you think they are. They're not friendly spirits.
And so we check everything out. If we see something like that, we want to go make sure that it's nothing, but also like a wraparound spider, they can deflate enough to look like the branch, not sticking out as much. They can look like that and get up that close.
If you look that up, you'll be amazed at how they can cling
Wraparound
to.
spider, let all that air and everything out, and it'll look just like the branch.
And also, when there's a lump on a tree and people are used to seeing that lump on a tree, it's a perfect spot for one of the little ones to hide because they're not going to notice that the lump's a little bit bigger today. And it was a perfect vantage point to look down the hill at the prey and also at the train that was coming, at the choo-choo train that was coming by. I like the way you say that. The kitty train that was coming by.
Okay, looks like War Chief has had to go to bed. He has an appointment tomorrow.
Okay. Sleep well, War
Sleep
Chief.
well, War Chief.
Thank you.
And everybody's saying good night to him. And Jeremy Wilson says 100% or percent here in the trees. They're in the trees. Yeah, they are. And that's why Lead Tracker E was sent first.
I'm good at volunteering to go into that kind of thing.
And when people volunteer with that kind of thing, all right.
You said if something comes at you, you duck.
You
I
duck.
got it.
I'll shoot over you, you duck. Most times she's saying, that's your plan. But we also found that stone, and we're going to kind of get it as close as we can for you so that you can see the details and even the
There's pupils in the eyes. And on this side, it looks like teeth. Just a gruesome little figurine. It does look intentionally done. And it was laying right there in the midst of those bones. And those bones were at the bottom. We couldn't hear what it was saying, but those bones were at the bottom below that blind. That, and in every area, some areas they're just hunting, but they'll eat somewhere else. They'll take it off somewhere else to their boneyard. But here they're hunting and eating in that one spot.
and you'll find things like this out there. All etched, sketched, just with fingernails, going around things. They got time to do these things. So.
If nobody's ever taught you, when you see a fresh break, it's going to be lighter in color. It'll look more moist. It'll be more yellow, more white. And the older it gets, the more dried out and dark it gets. Some people just have never been told that, so they don't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can tell if a break is fresh. And you could see there was one that was big, that was very fresh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, it looks like Tracker J is going to have to tap out. We understand your situation, Tracker J.
That's why she's a straight A.
Straight A
Yeah.
student. She's helped out. She's put up the PayPal link. She also says, don't forget to like and subscribe. And
Fantastic,
she says,
Mom.
thank you very much. Everyone's saying good night to Tracker J.
Have a good evening, and
All
hopefully
right.
Tracker H stays with us.
And she says, heading out. All right. And,
Sleep well.
Dave's Cryptid Adventure says, it can get strange at night when you come up on a bunch of bones. Oh,
Yeah.
especially if you come up on a bone yard where there's just
Not where you want to be.
not where you want to be. That's a feeding ground, so you don't want to be there. SMA says, wow, the crows started right away. The knocks in the trees were loud and constant.
Yeah.
And then also in this next video, we want to show you that when you're getting close to a predator, you're going to hear that alarm go off. And that's a alarm that we've heard many times especially whenever we're getting close, and we're going to show you that in this next video,
Okay.
how close, because we was on some hills about this time.
And the little holes, that don't just assume that every little hole is just a armadillo or a possum. Little holes on big hills are sometimes little windows.
Yeah, we'll look
You know,
at.
they've got a larger access point somewhere else. So still be careful around those. There may be other little animals coming and going from there, but that's just like food in the pantry for the, if that is one of those kind of tunnel areas. And when you can see in real life the way the canopy and the closeness, it never reflects quite as 3D on film of just the way the things are twisted and intertwined and woven together as when you're actually out there. But hopefully this gives you a good enough idea to recognize when you do run into this kind of thing.
Kelly, Child of the Most High, has joined
Hey
us.
Kelly, how you doing?
And Kelly said, "Good evening, everyone. Sending prayers, peace, and love to all." And Cuban there
Thank you.
he had some things that he had to take care of, so he's going to be gone for. And you never know, he may be back.
Yeah.
So everybody saying good night to Cube. Jody saying good night to Cube. And to Tracker J. All right. Let's see. Dave's Cryptid Adventures says, "Yep, I know about them boneyards. I have a video of one we discovered over a year and a half ago on my channel." All right. Dave's Cryptid Adventures. Check that channel out.
Yeah.
Good guy. You know, we don't say that about, I mean, we say that about a lot of good guys, but, you know, as far as, you know, go check their channel out.
Yeah, we don't say that a lot. Yeah.
What's his name? Diesel in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Check him out also. He's got a lot of good information.
People don't know what a gold mine on his channel, but you know he gets a lot of trolls. But they're helping his algorithm, and he just lets it roll right off. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
We bat him out, but he says they're just silly. But he's got a lot of information there too. And Cube also has a very good Facebook page.
Yeah,
He's
Cuban
working so hard. He's so patient with trying to explain to people and teach people the things that he's learned from the book. And he's one of our trackers. And boy, is he just taking it and run with it. I'm very proud of him.
Mm-hmm. Everybody say hello to each other and welcoming the people who are just now coming into the room.
I say Kelly's a regular now.
I do too.
We're glad.
And I think Kelly was actually talking about taking the tracker course next course.
Great.
And we've seen some good things from you already.
Consistency.
We haven't heard anything bad about you and
No.
causing problems with other
Strong
channels.
faith.
And sometimes people come here and act different, but then we hear about them at another channel in the mix, you know, throwing and slinging and
Troublemaking.
troublemaking over there. So, and people tell us, you know, what's going on. We don't go looking for, you know, seeing what people are doing.
Time. Yeah.
We got too many things we got to do, but people do tell us you got to watch that one because, you know, over the other channel they're doing this.
Yeah.
Over here so, you know, we don't mind people coming over to learn, but we just don't want a certain kind of
No trouble here.
that kind of thing. Graybeard recommended Kelly. He recommends Kelly.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. And she's saying hello to Jody and to Graybeard. All right. TT saying hello. Okay, so we're going to go to this next video, this last video of the night. And you're going to hear that bird. And that's the alarm. Once, if you're getting close, and these predators need to pull out or back out, you're going to hear the coyotes go off. You're going to hear a lot of birds, or you're going to hear that warning, or you're going to hear that crow, that raven screeching. But that's just so they can move without making noise that you can hear. So, as today's Cryptid Adventure says, also with those spirits, they can attack you, especially when you're sleeping. You have to keep a strong mind and will beat them back. I was attacked in Yosemite 7 weeks ago by one.
No.
Oh, wow. But yeah,
You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely right. And that's why we make sure that even if they are going to take that punishment and stay there, that's fine. But don't move.
They'll remember
Around
we
us.
were there.
And they'll remember us if we go back through there.
We do know personally someone whose brother urinated on a tree that had one in it, and he became possessed, and it took a long time and a lot of effort, a lot of help for him to be exorcised.
And so mommy says, I keep hearing it, didn't know what it was. And it's that same sound. So
Same pattern.
it's that they use the same things all over the place. If you hear one, you're gonna hear it somewhere else. Even the owls, and if you hear one over there, and over there, you get surrounded. If you hear that bird, and then you hear one over there, you get surrounded. So pay attention to that. So here in the next one, you're going to hear that also. We look around where everyone's camping. These people got their pop-up tent, cooking out right there, not a care in the world. And we just go, what, 20 yards from where they're at and start tracking?
Yeah, if that even.
If that. And right there, it's right where we tell you it's going to be.
And from the far back, so then that will put us in the middle section where we're looking, where we know we're going to find something. And then on the back side of that is where our video about the putt-putt golf would be. You know, if you kept walking through, you'd go right into where the putt-putt golf and the children play.
Yeah. So the putt-putt golf is right there. We come in at another angle on the backside and through, and we're going to show you exactly what we found in there. But these people are camping in their tents in these areas, and there are missing people in these areas. Let's catch up real fast, and then we'll go to the next video.
Okay, and we're not even showing you all the footage that we got from there.
This is just the footage that was
Yeah,
distorted last time, but
yeah.
you need to see these videos. So, Kelly, Child of the Most High, said, the book has helped me identify when one is close, and the goosebumps and the owls in unusual places. I'm so grateful to have been led here. We're so happy you're here.
Good. We're grateful too.
And the book does talk about your natural body alarms and
Pay
warning
attention.
signs. As the main mommy says, Dave, keep the full armor of God on always.
Yeah.
Always while we're out.
Pray up before you go out, and after you get back home, that nothing clung to you.
Yep. And like we were
Something else we
talking,
did in this part, is pray over the park for the people.
yeah, we prayed over the
Come
park
and
for
going.
everybody. And we were talking with Linda from Texas, who is one of the trackers also. And she reminded us, she not only when we get home, but we pray that nothing follows us into our home. So pray outside your door before you go inside, especially if you've been out in these areas.
Mm-hmm.
These things like to try to follow you home. And then, like she said, when you open that door, it's going to try to get in too. So prayer, everything.
And
Even
items
getting-
that you bring into your home. Pray-
even getting into
Pray
your
over
car.
them that you don't bring anything unclean into
Yeah.
your home with them.
Graybeard, he says, I remember the blind 20 foot from the picnic table video. Yeah, it was right there, and people were walking around it like exploring.
Oh, and the kids will be climbing right up on it, and yeah.
And this video that we're gonna put out tomorrow, you're gonna see toys, everything in these blinds to lure
The
the
day after
children.
tomorrow.
Now we're gonna put it out tomorrow
Okay.
as a trailer for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you will see exactly, it's disturbing, and this is in a small town, the one that we're going to be talking about on Friday, but we're going to put that video out tomorrow.
And we want people to enjoy the outdoors. We want them to enjoy the parks and get outside and get in the fresh air and the sunshine. But don't pitch your tent under a bow. stay out of these areas.
Kelly, Child of the Most High, says, I had no idea. So much to learn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
CT says, sorry, I'm working tomorrow. Well, actually, we're just putting that video out to promote for Friday. Tomorrow, we have the tracker training candidate course, so we'll be with the candidates tomorrow. So, actually, and since that's a private stream anyway, it's okay that you're working tomorrow as long as you're off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday.
Anytime, we got a lot coming up this weekend. Anytime you can come in,
Anytime.
it's much appreciated.
And we love seeing you in the room every time, but it's when you
And
can
not
get
just for what you can do for us. We just
Yeah.
love you, CP.
We do. Thank you so much for everything you do.
And no one ever
Oh.
even had to ask her. She just saw a need and started doing it.
And helping. Yeah, she's on Saturday and Sunday, so we
Yay.
may try to schedule those other two, not the one for Friday,
Saturday
but
and
the other
Sunday?
for Saturday and Sunday, so
Okay.
that we do have that. And Maria Bustos says, okay, te agradezco mucho si te no hay problema. Ah, qué bueno. The SMA also thanks you, CT. Thank you for all you're doing for the channel with the translation. That's
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much. So let's go to this last video. And you can tell whenever we get close, or whenever you get close, you're going to hear that bird. You're going to hear the alarm system go off. So let's see where this one leads to. Near the campground where everyone is pitching their tents, eating outside with not a care in the world.
Near where War Chief was fishing, little paddle boats are being rented,
Putt-putt
Putt-putt
golf
golf.
course, and nobody
and
knows
primitive camping.
what's going on. And thank you again, CT.
And a road was right there too on the backside of
Yeah.
it.
And paddle boats, all
Yeah.
that. Okay, here we go. Last video of the night.
That disturbance. Giant pull down. That big pull down has been turned into a blind. Here's another. Trying to get a view where you can see it. Right between a road right there and tents over there. Blowing over there. More disturbance on the ground. Here's the ravine. Perfect track location where you can see all the disturbance. Look at this blind. Oh, let me get a good look at this one first.
Big bridge. Oh, yeah.
You can see how
Let me go
extra
stand
things are
behind
laid
you.
across it. You see? This is that big pull down that was right up there. It ends here, but other things have been drawn in and other things have been laid across, placed. You see?
Now, even if I was trying to hide, I would get here and put like
And if you're a predator,
maybe and turn sideways.
Bigfoot, you're the same colors as all of this. It'll be very, very easy. And the campsite, there's a just up on the other side of that ravine that we just walked down are some campers. Having no idea where they pitched their tent. Look at that. Trap at that bend as well. Got another pull down over here.
Ooh, that one.
Perfect little spot right here where that water collects. There'll be prey coming to that.
You can use this for spider webs if you want. If you're in the
Okay.
front.
Oh, let's walk over there. Did you lock the trap?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Well, from here is that's that pull down. Nothing but disturbance in here. The pretty view's the other side. Everybody's not coming in here walking around.
Here's this one.
Yeah. Here's another structure being developed. And they'll be exactly the color of those dead leaves. Here, you take over. Turn this off. It's off.
I bet there's a tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Game's been running through here. A lot of quartz around here. You talk about a great ambush spot. And a little highway for them, and that's exactly the kind of place that as a kid I would be
Let's try to
walking
look
through.
down and look.
Okay, you go first. And you go first. No, so you can so you don't drop the camera. Okay. Got it.
Let me check this. See from the inside.
Okay. Oh. I can't do the stick too.
Don't make that noise. Too fly.
Perfect. Perfect trap. They'll be running under the road and no one will ever know. And see, this is also the kind of place where homeless would go to sleep. Addicts would go for shelter. Anyone trying to hide out, runaways. They're going to hide in things like that, even in the, in the urban areas. And these predators know that too. Anywhere that you would hide, they would hide. We have to watch out for snakes too. Standing in this ravine right here. This is eye level to me. So a taller predator could just be standing right down in here. No one would ever know, and they watch the whole thing. They'll further manipulate where washes are. They'll dig even further.
Let's see if we can go live.
Okay. See the pull downs back behind this. A lot of them. Bows. What?
Got to step where I step.
I wasn't watching where you stepped because I was setting the camera.
Okay, try to watch where I step. That one's loose. I said you can step on it. They come here. Go up here, and I'll leave. That one's loose.
Perfect line right there.
That's overlooking there, but you can't see. Crows. Crows have been, this is where they hang out.
Mm-hmm. It's so unstable here. Look at that. Perfect for a blind.
That overlooks that pump now.
The banks here are far over our head. Then just sit here and wait for dinner.
Mosquitoes. Okay, I'm gonna be with you about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Get out of the 2 mosquitoes.
Okay. Well, I mean, we caught enough on this. It's just more on the way, more of the same. Right
Yeah,
over
dirt.
there where it gets light again is the river. But people are camped all along up there. We're both old blood, and boy, the mosquitoes love it. Another little pull down. And right over there is like a paddle boat, you know, like a recreation area where you rent the water to craft. Look how it's weaved in there. When you know that's all fresh disturbance because it's wet, damp. Another little water source. Just be careful of the axes. It's axes mean the same thing to them as they do to us. Keep out. That's their hunting ground. All this is freshly disturbed.
I don't want to miss this. That's a footprint. And that's an even better footprint. It's about that big.
Very fresh. And this is where, man, can we get something there for size reference? Look at that depth. Oh my
Let me
goodness.
get this one. This one's better. You just want to see the feet.
Man, we don't have any casting stuff with us, but these will be worth casting. Look how heavy. Probably 4 inches. That's even deeper. So,
Looks like it jumped and jumped again.
is that the same one that I was in yesterday? Or is that a different little putt?
Yeah, you were coming in right there.
Right there on the right. So, the putt-putt golf thing that we were telling y'all about, This is where we were walking right there. It overlooked that. If I'd have continued a little further down the trail, that's where all this is.
That's another one. We got two hit here, one step, and out.
Look at this size.
I'm gonna put my foot in it.
Look at that. And then press next to it to just show the, well, you did right there. Show the weight. Okay. And so just right beyond that green right there is the river. This is nothing but hunting ground and stalking ground. And now we know, right, I'll be right there. Now we know why it was so uneasy feeling yesterday by that putt-putt golf. Which, I mean, indications were clear. I love the little cypress knees. So what we're saying is, just be more careful about where you're pitching your tents. Don't do it in areas like this. Even if you're in a public park, go find an area that's not covered in bows and blinds and traps and gigantic prints. Just because you're in a public space doesn't mean that you're safe. But you can increase and decrease the odds of being attacked by going 50 yards out and taking a look. Okay, we're going to turn this off now.
And that was near a camping area, still not too far from the last place that we tracked. There was tents, and we pulled up, and some of the tenters were right there, and we said, you know, we don't mean anything. We just want to do a little walking around. And they said, no, it's fine. Go ahead. So we got out, and first we seen the blinds, we seen the bows and pull down. So then we seen tracks, so we just started following those. And you could hear those birds going off, and then you heard that as soon as we got real close to those tracks and come around that corner, and one bird started hitting like, and so that was the alarm. So these things were moving away from us. And then we find a track probably about, let's see, 2 of my feet.
I figure about 23 inches.
About 23 inches. It was about that big. My foot was like right here, but it was almost 2.5 times bigger than my foot. And I could put my foot sideways in it, and it still wouldn't have touched, probably 1.5 size if I put my foot sideways in that print. And this,
I'm sorry. That is the size, not saying it was the same one, obviously, but it's the size of the track left by the one that War Chief hooked with his fishing pole 50 years ago in this same park.
about that same depth, that same size.
Width and, yeah.
Yep, width and size. And then here's that other one. But the rest of the tracks were further out. You could see those also, but these were the closest. And so we got these, and we didn't have our, anything to cast these tracks with.
Carry it with us.
We don't carry it
We didn't know
anymore.
War Chief had some. We probably would have cast those because they were really good, but
I think War Chief was already heading home.
yeah, we didn't even know he had any. But most of the time we don't even carry it anymore because we had so many that it just it's heavy and cumbersome, but we have had a few get broken, so we may cast some more.
Yeah, we broke more than.
Yeah.
But we wanted to share this with you because we didn't get to go through this. Last time it was all distorted and nobody could make anything out, and it was just irritating just to watch, even for us. So we wanted to come back to Broken Bow and show you these videos nice and clear so that you could see what we're talking about. These are the places you're going to find these prints, you know, or pictures of these Bigfoots. And I thought I had some on here, but
And the people just up above there doing their cooking.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have them. I took them off before. Let me show you that ravine blind again real fast. And even in that video, we said underneath there's going to be a cave. There's going to be a way that, you know, they're going to come out, grab things, and go into that cave. And even small animals or even people can be drugged in those caves.
Yeah, or leg come through the top side.
Yeah. Or you fall through and get pierced.
Food in the pantry.
And it's easy to go that quick, especially who's going to look for you underground? Who's going to look for your pet underground? They're going to be searching, calling for the pet, and that pet's already gone, taken underground. And it's not going to be yipping because it's already been eaten or suffocated. So we just wanted to show you these things, bring them to you one more time so that you see them clearly. And we are going to get ready for the tracker training course candidates tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. 7 o'clock. We'll see our trackers in. Christian, hey, great seeing you. I'm glad you're here.
Christian.
And Christian is also wanting to be one of the trackers.
Next season.
So,
Yeah.
CT, we're going to try to work it out with you to give you a free scholarship for the candidate course. And we can do that. And then if we can get Christian in at the same time, we'll be able to teach. And if we can do that, then we would like to also add more Spanish-speaking people in on that course with the English-speaking people so that we can
Keep everyone safe as possible.
as many people as we can keep safe. That's our goal. Jeremy says he heard the birds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they will alert. They will give that predator, Bigfoot, more time that the footstep. And we even do that whenever we're out with the locusts and go shh. We also use that to walk so that we don't cause disturbance or sound. And so the predators, or you'll hear the coyotes go off, or the owls, and they use that.
Sometimes even the noise of traffic, that's when they'll move. Or they'll do it with your steps.
And these were
when they're facing alongside of you.
They will use your steps.
And you can catch it by not dropping one step and see if you hear that crunch.
Yeah.
Because they didn't predict that you wouldn't drop that step.
Oh, then no.
It was a creepy area. The day before that, we had walked back in the putt-putt golf, and of the whole park, back there in that putt-putt golf area was the heaviest feeling for sure. The day it was even heavier than
and that
in
track.
that video.
That track was that big. It's bigger in person, but. And my foot, because my foot's about this big, so it's 2.5. So it was about that big, about 23 inches, I would say. As my mommy said, that alarm and the crows went off together.
It sure did.
How do you figure the print? That was a very fresh print. It was still moist, and the water was just. It's like either we was right behind it, or we wasn't too far behind it.
Now there was some leaves in the one, but there had also been breezes.
Yeah, but also
so it wasn't very old.
And when you step on something, sticks do pop up. So it wasn't too long that we right on that track. But again, these predators wouldn't expect us to be traveling and walking the way we do in the places
Or
that we
down
look.
in that icky
Yeah,
area.
they don't expect campers to go down through there. They got their own nice
Now,
camping
There
area.
might be some camper because there's no porta potty up there. This was a primitive camping area, so there may be some campers that come down somewhere in that area to try to use the restroom at night, and it would not be a good place to do so. You're better off storing that in your tent and then disposing of it the next day. You don't want to be caught with your pants down in that kind of area.
No. And Jeremy Wilson says, thank you for sharing that, Jerry and Ellen. We wanted to come back here and show everybody because it was too distorted last time, but there was
Too good a
people,
video.
too good a video. Plus, we need you to see these places so children don't go wandering off. And if you know these areas are like that, you're going to tell your kid, don't be going over there, stay closer to camp, or not even camp there at all. But always have somebody watching that tree line while you're there or having a good time.
We suggest you eat somewhere else for your food somewhere else.
It's one of the slogans, one of the mottos for the new book is don't eat where you sleep. And that other guy, Dave, on one of those other channels, not Dave's
Different
Cryptid
Dave.
Adventure, different Dave, the guy in Oklahoma, he was cooking steaks and bacon and right there in his camp, then he was surprised and scared when these predators came up to his tent and everything and gave him a good scare that night. So,
We would much rather you smell like gun oil than bacon grease.
oh yeah. CT says she can translate, yes, and she also says, I would like that we need to help others to understand what is out there. Hey, that would be great to have you in that course. That would be so
Sure
great.
would.
And we're going to work it to where it's your day off and Christian. So now you got a translator Christian, so there's no reason why you can't become a tracker also. And what we teach and how we train in that tracker training course, it's like no other thing that you're ever going to see. And unless you've been in that course, you really won't understand until you get there, the education level, and you're going to understand everything after that. SMA Mommy would love to have you in that tracker training course also. Let's see. SMA Mommy says, by the water area, the way the sticks looked like a human with his arms bent behind his back, yelling, leaning forward instead of dripping off of it. Looked very creepy. That was a creepy area. And there was a lot of stuff there, and for us, it's different because we're observant, we're aware, we're looking for certain things. We know where they would be hiding or trying to take cover. So we're always observant, but for a regular person or normal person, we don't recommend going into these places.
And that was so unstable with those rocks there. It would be so easy to turn your ankle and then, cripple yourself down in there trying to get away. It just would not be a good scene.
Mm-hmm. Bigfoot lives where the food is. Sure does. If there's campers, children who are playing around there, people bring pets and let them run wild. Some of those pets don't come back too.
Armadillo bones at the other one.
Oh, a whole bunch of
Armadillo
those.
carcass, squirrels there. There's a lot to eat there.
Yeah. Jody says, that bird, thank you for teaching so much knowledge. And we just want everybody to be safe out there. Let's see. SMA Mommy says, absolutely. So I think we're going to have SMA Mommy in the course. And we'll be through with this one.
This a long time.
Very, very long time. I think SMA Mommy was
number 19. I don't know. Tracker A.
Tracker A says she's number 19.
SMA Mommy.
SMA Mommy.
We think maybe one got unsubscribed and then resubscribed, because that'll happen, and so they both were actually 19 at one time.
SMA says, absolutely. She would love to join. All right. And then Jody's in that course right now. Joyce,
Joyce, yeah.
Joy went to bed already. Hadn't seen her.
Yeah, she's later.
Yeah.
Got a later timeline.
And so, CT says, I heard a crow in my backyard. I live in the city. The backyard is very small, but even one limb of the tree looks like, yeah, it was pulled down and green leafy, healthy leaves. Yes, you
Yeah.
are correct.
And you'll notice that even there'll be a field and one tree in the middle of it, and notice how many times you see a pull down on it.
Yeah, now one tree in the very center of a pasture will have it. Yes, and Mary Mommy says, we can share. All right. That's so awesome. So we want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Tomorrow's tracker training course, Canada at 7 p.m. Central Time Zone, will be 219. 219. We think one of y'all got unsubscribed and they subscribed back, and the other one subscribed at the same time. But that tells you how long
they've been with us.
they've been with us, because
Yeah.
we're at probably 1,974 subscribers.
Yeah.
And SMA Mommy
19
and
to
Tracker A
1900.
were 19.
Yeah.
So
Almost at 2,000.
they've
So,
been with us for a while.
Yeah.
So it's so wonderful.
so if you would share this video, it's an important video. There's a lot to learn here. This was a really good one.
And I also,
I'm proud of them all, but
yeah. Oh, yeah. But Friday night, we have a interview stream. We want everybody to make it if you can. At 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. And then Saturday and Sunday, since CT is off, we're going to try to get those family reunions in there. You got to see those too. There's a lot of important information that we have to share also. Let's see. CT says, Jerry Nella Christian is thankful for your help in helping us. Well, you're very welcome, Christian, and thank you, CT, for helping us so much. We don't know how to thank you. You're just always there. Well, we have a lot of
wonderful people.
wonderful people here who's always here
Grateful
with
to you
us.
all.
We are grateful to every one of y'all, for being good people and for learning as much as you can, and
Absorbing it and teaching others, teaching your families, taking care of your families with this knowledge.
with that knowledge, you help many people. We've seen some of the people who are in the training course right now already helping more people out there. It's just a beautiful thing to see that this much information is helping a lot of people. And that's what it's all about, helping each other right now. So,
While we're doing it.
and we got bigger plans, and we're working towards those plans step by step, but we're getting there. So let's see. CT says, also thank you for the knowledge too. And Greg Beer says he's saying good night to everybody, which we are saying good night to everybody. Jody says good night, and good night, Jody. And Christian says, gracias, CT, for everything, always. Jeremy says, right on. All right, and Jeremy, you might want to get in that tracker course also. Our next one, this one ends on December 21st, and then we'll announce for the next one.
Jeremy's got a good eye. Also.
Sure does. He sees a lot. SMA Mommy says, thank you so much. As always, saving lives. Absolutely. Life-saving, valuable information. Blessings to you all. Thank
It's
you.
our honor.
Yeah, it is to help everybody. CT said, this video's excellent. All right. Thank you, CT.
Gracias.
Tracker Lorna. Everyone have a great night. God bless you all. CT said, thank you, Jerry Nella. Tracker Lorna said, good night, Great Beard. And Jeremy Wilson said he needs to. That would be great to have you in that course also, the next one. SMA Mommy says, night, everyone, and blessings, many blessings. So
We'll close in prayer.
we'll close in prayer, and we'll see y'all Friday evening, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone.
Lord, thank you for the honor of being able to help people and just to share the knowledge that you've shared with us and revealed the things you've revealed to us. As always, thank you for your protection over us and over our viewers that are here now and those that will see this in the future, Lord. Just thank you in every kind of way. And we hope you had a good day too, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Okay, everyone have a great night, and we'll see you again Friday night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. Something wrong
In
in Rice City.
Yeah.
We're
Good
having
time.
We'll have a lot of things to talk about. See you then. Everybody have a great night, Warriors.
Night warriors.
Night, Warriors.
For all of that?
Well, we on mute. I think, no. I don't think.
Did it go to mute when you started the video?
Yeah, I think it did. I was thinking, did we say all
Nobody
that?
said any mute.
But everyone said amen, so they heard the prayer.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay. We just want to make sure. So everyone have a great night again. Good night, Warriors. Good night, Warriors. We'll see y'all again soon.
It's always less cool with the second exit.
It is. But we got it. All right. Good night, Warriors.
Good night.
Are we moving?
So beautiful.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.